moving on to the lesson number 3, that is digits 1 to 9. Okay, we learned the numbers from page number 26. There are the pictures given there, and it is showing that you have match as shown. Okay, you have 3 balls and 3 bats there. You have to match them. And the second picture, we have 2 rabbits and 2 carrots. Third picture, we have 3 girls and 3 hats. And fourth picture, we are having 5 flowers and 5 butterflies. So count the number of objects and you just match the correct number. Okay. And on page number 27, you have the subunit called more or less. Okay. More, less. Look at the pictures given below. Tick right the part which has more. Okay, which has maximum quantity is more and which has minimum quantity is less. So in the first picture, you have the groundnuts there, which is more, you have to put a tick mark. In the second, which balls are more, for that you have to put a tick mark. In the third picture, which chocolates are more, that you will put a tick. And in the fourth picture, you have the shirts. You will put a tick mark with more shirts. And in the next, which has the more quantity of pants, you will put a tick there. So similarly, on page number 28, you have, look at the pictures given below. Tick right the part which has less. Okay, which has less quantity, which has minimum quantity, you will tick the picture. And on page number 29, they have given you the number 1. Okay, and below that, in this picture, name the things that are 1 in number, single. Okay, so all the pictures you have to tick it. And in the next page, the number 2 is given, and there also you have to tick the pictures with has 2 objects, 2 things. Okay. On page 31, the number 3 is given and the 3 objects are displayed below. And on page 32, number 4 is given and you have to count the number of objects as 4. And in the next picture, 5 objects are there. Okay. And on page 34, they have given you an activity. Identify the groups having equal number of objects match as shown. Okay. The group which has equal number of objects, you have to match it. And on page 35, you have to write this number 1. Okay. In the boxes given below. And similarly on page 36, you will going to write 2. And 37, they have given you number 3. And 38, they have given you number 4. And on page 39, they have given you number 5. So you have to write this numbers and practice it. Okay. So here on page number 40, count and write how many lamps are there in the first picture. 4. So you will write it as 4. In the second one, 2 bells are there. So number 2 you will write. And in the third picture, 5 trees they have given you. So you will write the number as 5. And in the next one, pots they have given you, 3 are there. So you will write 3 in the number. And below that jar they have given you, it is 1. So you are going to write as 1. And count the number of chairs, it is 4. Then below that they have given you, fill in the missing numbers. So the missing numbers you have to fill in till 5. Okay. On page number 61, they have number 6 with 6 objects. And on page 42, you have 7 objects are there. So you are going to count that and learn it. Thanks, Sumaka. And on page 43, you have the number 8 with the 8 objects. And number 9, you have 9 objects with the number 9. So on page 45, they have given you an activity. Match the groups having equal number of objects as shown. So part A has one group and part B has another group. So you should count the number of objects and you have to match it. Turn to page 46. 46, you have the number 6. You are going to write that. Okay. And 7, like a copywriting, you will write the 7. Number 7, count the number 7 and write. Then again on the next page, you have the number 8 and you have the number 9. Okay. And on page 50, look at the picture. Count the different things. So many animals are there, trees are there, flowers are there, and you have to count the number of objects there. On page 51, they have given you like a poem. Come, let us count. Okay, we'll read it out that 1, 1, 1, one red apple is on the table. 2, 2, 2, red apples are 2 with me and you. 3, 3, 3, 3 red apples are hanging from the finger. 4, 4, 4, 4 red apples placed in a basket. 5, 5, 5, 5 red apples, pick up any apple. 6, 6, 6, apples are 6 inside the sack. 7, 7, 7, apples are 7, no apple is thrown. 8, 8, 8, apples are 8, be ready to eat. 9, 9, 9, apples are 9, taste is very fine. So on the next page, number buntings you have. Look at the numbers written in order, read them. So the numbers are given from 1 to 9. You have to count it and read it. On page 53, they have given you an activity that is count and write. So you have to count the number of objects and write in the given box. Okay. And fill in the missing numbers up to 9. Then on page 54, count and write as shown. Count the number of things they have given and you should write in the circle given below. And on page 55, read the numbers, draw as many pictures as the number. So what all the numbers they have given, you should draw the given picture there. And on page 56, join the dots in order and color the picture. On page 57, count and write the number, color the objects of the group which has more. So two groups they have given, first you will count it and write, then again which group has more objects you will color that group. Okay. Then you have on page number 58, draw picture to make both the groups equal. Okay, you have to draw how many objects are missing to make both the groups equal. For example, in the first picture you have 3 balls. Okay, so 2 balls are given in the next group. So you need to draw 1 ball to make that group equal. On page 59, observe the numbers given in each strip. Color the big number. For example, 3 and 5 is given. So 5 is the bigger number. You will circle it. And below that, observe the numbers given in each strip. Color the small number. So example 4 and 7 is given, among that which is the small number. So you have to color that number. And here in the next page, page number 60, to find the next number of a given number, what comes before and what comes after. This all we have discussed in the class as well. So number which comes before, you have to think that and write it. On page 61, they have given you what comes after 6. Okay, we'll get 7. After 1, we'll get 2. So those are all activities you have to do it by yourself. And on page 62, they have given you which numbers come before. Okay, what is the number which is coming before a number? You have to think and complete that activity. Okay, children.